Hey guys, Boneyard here. So I found this little beauty down at the dump. It was upside down in a metal pile. It's got a Kohler engine on it. The air filter got busted off, I think, broke the screw off inside here from the bucket loader. But I got it. The gas tank is hanging off there. But I think the bucket loader done that when they pushed it up in the pile. But other than that, it's not damaged. And it's a Goodall start all. I thought it was a generator at first, but what it is, it's a 12-volt hot box that people used to use for jump starting back in the day. So we're going to get this in the shop and see if it will run and see if it will charge or jump start or whatever it's supposed to do. So let's get in the shop and we'll go over it a little more. Okay, so let's go over this a little bit. Like I said, the air filter bolt got snapped off in the carburetor from the bucket loader. Snapped off the top of the spark plug and also tore the boot up and broke the connection. So we're gonna have to take care of that. I took the gas cap off. It does have a little rust in the tank. Let's see if you can see it here. There's a surface rust in there, so we're going to clean that out the best we can. And we got to restrap it back on there. The petcock is broken off at the bottom. I got another one of those. I have to take the carburetor bowl off, see what that's like. See if we got spark, which we probably don't. So then I looked at this side of it, and you can see someone cut the 2 wires here, and there's also a wire here. And there's a guy that goes down to the dump and cuts every cord off of everything, and he takes it and junks it. So he must have got to it before I did, because I don't think the people that threw it all away would have cut it, but maybe. But there's a guy down there, and that's all he does. If you want to get something, hopefully you can get it before he does it. I mean, even if it's a little electrical cord off a lamp, he will cut it off. So we're going to have to get some different cables if I need it, if it works. So let's take this cover off. 2 screws down here, 2-way nuts. It's got a couple clamps up here. And I actually seen these before, but I never worked on one or actually had one to mess with. I do have a Goodall lawnmower, which you've probably seen on my videos. I'll drop the video in the description of this one. A little wet because I washed it off. I got some of the grease off. If it runs and everything, we'll get more off. So this is how it works, I think. So, of course, that's your ground right there. That goes right to the bolt of the generator. And this one goes up to the solenoid. And the solenoid is connected to this switch. So that must be a 12-volt jump for your battery. Now, I have a starter button here that goes down to here. It goes all the way over to that one. And then it goes to, if you look, no, I thought I seen another solenoid, but I guess I don't. It's just a heavy-duty starter where this cable goes here. So that must be your starter that starts the engine. And then as soon as you flick the switch up to on, then you can jump start. Center is off, and unit shutdown, which would kill it, right there. I don't know if it's a shutdown for the engine or the shutdown for the generator. I think it's the shutdown for the generator, not the engine. The only kill switch I see is right here, you know, on your points cover for the engine. So that just shuts down the generator. As the amp gauge is broken, probably from the bucket loader. So what I'm gonna do is, first we're gonna see if we can get spark. Check out the carburetor and see if we can get the engine running. That's number one, because without that running, we don't know if this is gonna work. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, once we get it running, I'm gonna put a cable on here and hook it to a battery. I should have brought my test stand up, but I didn't. So we'll hook this to the battery, see if the starter works, and see if it will crank over the engine. And then we'll put a voltmeter, or I can put my battery tester on that and see if it's putting out. So let's go from there. It's pretty neat rig. It is kind of heavy. If it does work, I have a utility trailer, a little one that hooks on the back of my garden tractors. I have an extra one, and I might just put it in there and leave it and cover it. And I'll just putz around the yard, jump start my old tractors and stuff, because if I'm going, I was thinking about mounting it in the work truck, but if I'm gonna go jump start a tractor, I'm gonna use a jump pack nowadays. But this would be good to play around with it around the yard. Maybe bring to the engine tractor shows, something like that. It's got a 8 horsepower Kohler, sorry. I'm not sure what year it is. There's the tags if you can read them, which I can't. I don't know how to tell the years on the Kohlers. Maybe someone does out there could tell me. I know the Briggs. Cast iron block. So, all right, we're gonna get going on this thing. We're gonna get the, I'm gonna fix the end of the coil wire first, put a new end on it. Probably just take the boot, where is it, right off, because it's no good. Put a new end on it. Put my spark tester on there, see if we got spark. And maybe drop the bowl on the carburetor, see what that looks like. So, I'm gonna get going and we'll get the end on that and drop that bowl and see where we're at. Okay, so put an end on the spark plug wire and we have no spark. And I took the bowl off the carburetor, which that looks pretty good. Some water in there where I washed it off. The float looks pretty good, but I'm going to take the carburetor off, clean it anyway. The fuel line is shot. As soon as I moved it, it broke. So we're going to have to get another fuel line. And, well, I got the tank off. We'll clean it out the best we can. So we can't really see there. It almost just looks like old shellac gas more than anything. So maybe I'll put some fresh gas in there and let it sit overnight. But anyway, that's later on. I think we're going to have to get these points off. So let's pop this cover off. See if I can put you guys somewhere. Let's see where it looks like. Figure out where I put my screwdriver. Somewhere. Well, we'll get another one. Oh, I put it back. It looks like in this points cover. This gasket off without ripping it. It's around that wire. We'll just let it hang out down here for now. So let's see what these points look like. They're not bad at all. You guys can see it in here. They're hard, but they're not bad. We're going to run a file through them. So let me get a file through them, and we'll bring you guys back and see if we get any spark. Okay, so I filed the points. I got spark, and I also hooked the battery up to the starter button. So that starter works. I don't know if you can see that, but I do got spark. So I'm going to get a spark plug. I'm going to shoot a little go-go juice down that, throw to that carburetor, and we'll see if we can get a pop. Just going to throw a used plug in for now. I keep all my used spark plugs for whatever. Stuff like this. I use it for my metal art. We're just gonna hand tighten it for now. Hopefully that's gonna have enough power to start it. If not, then we'll pull it. Choke. Come on, baby. Ain't cranking over now, so hold on 1 second. Let me check my connection. Okay, so the battery's dead or low, or the Y connectors aren't good enough. I also put some oil down here. It looks like they're struggling a little bit. The brushes might be dirty, but I think once I get them turning, they might be all right. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna set you guys up. We're just gonna give it a pull start and see if we can get something out of it. I just gotta find out what I did with my tripod. Oh, here it is. Okay, we're gonna set you guys. Probably gonna vibrate sitting here, but you know what we probably should do before we do this? Let's check the oil, see if we have any oil. Because it was upside down in the scrap pile. Thought it might have dipstick on it, but it don't. There's oil in there. Let me pull the other one out. See where we're at. Well, here's one with a dipstick. There's a little in there, there's not much. There's enough to start it, I think. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, there's not much, but there's enough to, at least let's hear it pop. And then I'll put some oil in it. We'll get it running. I'll run it for a while, then I'll drain it and change it. I'm just curious if it's going to run first. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see if any of that starting fluid's in there. There she goes. She runs. Let's try it again. So let me get that carburetor off. We'll get a new fuel line and we'll see what's next. Okay guys, so I did a lot off camera. I cleaned the carburetor, put new fuel line on, cleaned the gas tank, and I put a settlement bowl on there. So we got spark, you've seen that before. So it's all ready to see if we can start it, but I'm not going to do it tonight because it's already going on 10 o'clock. So it's all ready to go for tomorrow. I put gas in the tank already. I put 2-cycle gas in it like I always do on something I first start up that's been sitting a long time. So I didn't open up the petcock on the gas yet. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll put some oil in it tomorrow and we'll see if it's going to start. And then we'll have to figure out how all this stuff works. Might have to get those, might have to take those generators apart and clean them, maybe new brushes, I don't know. But let's get the engine running first. So, okay, that's it for now. I'll come back out tomorrow, which would only be a couple seconds for you guys, and we'll see if this baby's going to start. Okay, so let's put some oil in it, and we see if we can get this baby to fire up. Putting straight 30 weight non-detergent in it. Pretty low. This was about a half a quart. It wasn't a full quart. Still need some more, so let me get another quart. I guess I should have drained the rest of the oil out, but I want to get it nice and hot. And if it runs good and if everything works, then I will change the oil. And if I can't get the generators and stuff to work, I got a nice 8-horse Kohler engine. So. They're only generators, can't be too much. Maybe some brushes, I don't know if I can find them. Or just clean them up. Let's see. I'm down to half a quart now, so I put a quart in it. It's gotta be pretty close or right on the money now. I don't know if you can see that, but yep, she's good. We'll turn the gas on. A little bit dripped in there overnight. Like I said before, I use 2-cycle gas, so if it does smoke a little bit, it could be because of that. But after I run it and I drain the oil and change the oil, I'll drain the tank and then I'll put some straight non-ethanol gas in it. Right now, we just want to see if it's going to start. See if it's gonna run. Make sure it don't smoke too bad, or you know, have a rod knock or something like that. That bowl yet. There is a primer right on the bottom of the fuel pump. That's working. So we'll prime some fuel into the carburetor. That will help. You don't have to pull it too many times. I'm going to try to start it without starting fluid. So I got to find a place to set you guys. So if I put you on the lift table, it's going to shake a lot. So, hold on. I'm gonna get you guys set up. Okay, that should work. Okay, so let's give it some throttle. I don't see no leaks in the carburetor. How you doing, Glenn? The neighbor walking down the street. Okay, here we go. Let's hit the choke. And let's see what happens. Gas is on. Go a couple of times. Oh. Let's take it off choke. Oh, baby. Wanted to go. She's popping. Seeing some blue smoke there, which I don't like, but this thing also was upside down. satisfied with that, I gotta figure this out. So I have to see how long this video is once I edit it. There might be a part 2 for the generator side of it, because I think I'm about 30 minutes in already. So I'll set you guys back up. We'll give it another start. Okay, so there you have it. We got it running. It does run good. So now I'm gonna look into these generators a little bit, and I'll come back, and if it's too much, then we'll make a part 2. But let me just take a quick look. I'm gonna off camera, try to figure out the wiring, and then we will go from there. Okay, so the generator part works. I had to replace a jumper wire right here that was broke, and that's why it wasn't switching on. I went inside and made sure the brushes were hitting the armature, and that's all hitting. I put oil on these caps. Still got to clean this up a little bit, but I'm getting from 12 volts to 20 volts because this is a 12 to 24 volt I guess jump starter is what you call it. So I got the snap-on hooked up to it. So let me get it started and I'll show you where we're at. Just gonna set you guys over here for a minute. And I got the electric start working too, but I don't have it hooked up yet. I got to, I'll make another video when I get the cables and everything. And so let's see. Working. I just don't know the specs of what it's supposed to have. I'm gonna have to do some more research now that I got it running and see what it's supposed to do. I'll see if I can find another amp gauge and we'll put that in there. I'll get some new cables, clean it all, get the electric start to work, and yeah, then I don't know what I'll do with it after that. But pretty neat little rig. Like I said, I might just throw it in a little cart trailer I got, and when one of my tractors are dead, I can, play with this. So I gotta get the air filter on, so I'll do another video on it, part 2, when I get all the cables. I don't have any. I have to go see if I can find some, or old set of jumper cables I can cut. I'm gonna want a pretty good length, at least 15 feet, maybe 20 feet. That way I have plenty of cable. So, alright, this is it for this video. If you guys like it, hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you guys got any information on it. You know, let me know. I'll drain the gas and drain the oil and change all that again. I'm thinking about maybe just painting the hood, the top, just to clean it up a little bit. But yeah. Okay guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit the bell. I'll give you notifications when I post more videos. And as always, be safe out there. And we will see you on the next one. I want to get working back on my hot rod wheel horse. So this was just a quick, I had a few hours to kill last night and today. So that's why I worked on this. All right guys, Boneyard's out.